Everything out there tells you a YouTube channel needs you, your face on camera, editing software open till midnight, a team, months of fighting the platform. So here is what actually happened this week. A whole YouTube video got made. Somebody researched the niche, picked the idea, wrote the script, planned how it should sound, decided what was on screen for every second, and wrote the title and the thumbnail and the description. A finished, ready to upload video sitting in a folder waiting for a name. And there was no team, no editing software open, no camera on, no face anywhere in it. The whole thing is a folder of short notes written in plain English running on the same $20 Claude account a lot of you already pay for. No software to buy, no keys, nothing technical at all. A folder of notes and one subscription. And the part that genuinely surprised me is the one thing this folder flat out refused to do. Hold that thought. First, watch it get built. Here is what I do on this channel. Every single week, I build something real with Claude Code Skills, a folder of plain notes that does a whole job for you, the kind of thing you would actually use. Today, a faceless YouTube channel. And I am going to build it with you right now from an empty folder to a finished video, and you are going to watch it run. There is a free class on School where you learn to build skills like this with founders. The link is in the description, so let us build it. So who is this actually for? Picture a founder who knows their product cold but freezes the second a camera turns on and just wants a channel quietly selling it for them. Or someone launching a course who needs an audience first, not a film crew. Or an expert who is brilliant on the page and miserable on video. Or a brand that wants a real presence in a niche with nobody to put in front of the lens. They all want the same thing and they all hit the same wall. They want a channel working for them. They do not want to be the face of it, and they do not have the time to film and edit and learn the platform. The word faceless does not mean a bot spitting out junk. It means the work shows up and a person does not have to. And here is the freeing part. The folder does not care whose goal it serves. Maybe it is your own product. Maybe it is the course you are about to launch. Maybe you build it for someone else entirely. Same folder. It just makes the video. What you point it at is up to you. Here is the part most people skip, and it is the part that separates a real thing from a party trick. Before I build a single file, I write down what done actually looks like and how I will know it worked. Not a vibe, a short list I can check. So the contract for this one says 9 plain things. The folder has to run all the way through from one command with no setup, no accounts, and no keys. There has to be a moment where a human looks at the whole thing and says go before any of it goes out. And the finished package has to be one real video where the title, the script, the voiceover, the visuals, and the description all describe the same video, not 5 things stapled together. When you decide what done means upfront, you stop guessing later. The build has a target, so does the test. Now the whole machine on one screen before we build any of it. A faceless channel is not one big scary creative grind. It is 5 small jobs in a row and each one hands its work to the next. First, research the niche, which figures out what this audience searches for and picks the one video to make next. Then write the script because there is no face, so the words carry everything. Then plan the voiceover, which marks the script up for a calm, clean read. Then assemble the visuals scene by scene, so no part of the video plays over a blank screen. Then package the upload, the title options, the thumbnail brief, and the description. And right before anything becomes a final deliverable, there is a gate. A hard stop where a person looks at the entire package and says go or says change this. That gate is on the blueprint on purpose. It is the difference between a tool you trust and a runaway bot. So let me open the actual folder because this is the part that surprises people. The whole thing is 7 little notes and you can read every one of them like a job description for a new hire. There is research the niche, whose one job is to find what the niche searches for and pick the next video idea. There is write the script, which turns that idea into a full faceless script built to hold attention. There is plan the voiceover, which marks the script up so a voice or a text to speech tool reads it cleanly. There is assemble the visuals, which decides what is on screen for every part of the script. There is package the upload, which writes the title options, the thumbnail brief, and the description. Then there is one node that runs the others, called run-faceless-youtube-service. Think of it as the production manager who walks the floor and tells each station when it is their turn. And the seventh, client deliverable packager, is the same wrap-up node I already use in another build, reused word for word, that takes the finished work and dresses it up. 7 nodes. That is the entire thing. Here is the trick that makes it a chain and not just a pile of nodes. Each step writes a file and the next step reads that file. Research the niche writes down the chosen idea and why it is the right one. Write the script opens that and turns the idea into the actual words. Plan the voiceover reads the finished script and marks it up. Assemble the visuals reads the script and the voiceover plan together so the pictures match the timing. Package the upload reads the script and the visuals so the title and the chapters line up with what is actually on screen. It is a relay race. The work never starts from a blank page because the previous runner already handed off the baton. The production manager node runs all 5 in order, and then it does the one thing that matters most, the thing I told you to hold on to. It stops at the gate and refuses to move. That is the one thing this folder will not do on its own. It will not send your video out into the world without you. It shows you everything it made and waits for a clear go. The wrapping node even says it out loud. Packaging is not delivery. A human decides when it actually goes out. Nothing ships behind your back. So let us actually run it. I point it at a real sample channel, a beginner investing channel called Coin and Compass, and I type one line. Run the faceless YouTube service for Coin and Compass. That is the whole command. And it walks the floor. Research the niche, thinks about who is watching, people in their 20s who want to start investing and freeze at the choices, and it picks the video, the 3-fund portfolio explained for total beginners. Write the script takes that idea and writes the words. Plan the voiceover, marks it up for a calm, steady read. Assemble the visuals, lays out 7 scenes, clean text and simple charts because there is no face to carry it. Package the upload, writes 5 titles, a thumbnail brief, and a full description with chapters. And then it stops. Right at the gate, exactly where the blueprint said it would. Here is the full faceless video package. It says, look it over, reply go to approve or tell me what to change. There it is, the thing it refused to do on its own. It made the whole video and then it handed me the keys instead of taking the car. I look it over, I say go. And that folder of 7 notes produced this. A finished branded package for Coin and Compass, the 3-fund portfolio video ready to publish. The executive summary reads in its own words, this package is your next video ready to publish. The script opens with a real hook. Picking your first investment feels like defusing a bomb. The voiceover plan says read it like you are explaining something to a nervous friend across a kitchen table. There is a 7-scene visual table where every scene has a planned visual plus 5 title options, a thumbnail brief, and a description with chapters that line up with the scenes. And here is the detail I am proudest of. The package has a section called Claims to Confirm and it flags every number that came from general knowledge instead of a live check, so no made-up search figure ever ships as a fact. That is the whole loop. An empty folder at the start of this video. A real, honest, ready-to-upload video at the end. No camera, no face, no software. Just notes and one go. So, how do you start without it feeling like homework? Do not try to build all 7 notes this weekend. Pick the one job in that chain you secretly hate the most and write only that note. Maybe writing scripts bores you, so you write the one note that turns an idea into a script. Maybe the research drains you, so you write the one that picks the next video. One note, one job in your own plain words. You will be stunned how much of the grind disappears the first time the AI does that single job for you. And here is the quiet truth under all of this. You are not buying software and you are not learning to code. The whole thing is short notes you can read out loud, run by the same Claude account you already pay $20 a month for. The intelligence is already in there. You are just telling it in writing how you want each job done. Now, the honest part, because I respect you too much to oversell it. This does not magically post videos to YouTube while you sleep. It hands you a finished package. A human still approves it at the gate, and you still do the upload and run the channel. You own everything it makes. It removes the blank page and the grind. It does not remove you. And that is exactly why you can actually trust it with your name on the channel. This was the first one, a faceless channel, the whole thing in a folder. But I build one of these every single week, a different real build each time, every one just a folder of Claude Code Skills. So if you want to build the next one with me, subscribe. Because next, we open the folder that gets you recommended by AI, so when someone asks ChatGPT who to hire in your space, you are the name that comes up. And if you want this exact folder to open and run yourself, the same 7 notes with the coin and compass sample already filled in, so here is the best way in. Comment the word faceless down below and I will point you to the free class on School where you learn to build skills exactly like this one, step by step in plain English. It is genuinely free and it is full of founders turning little notes into real things they use, plus the cheat sheet of 50 businesses you can build. The full 7-node chain lives deeper in, but the class and the community cost nothing to walk into. The link is in the description. Subscribe and I will see you when we open the next one.